Hey, ladies. All right. I am. Okay. I am ending my day early today. I had 2 appointments this evening cancel. So I am headed home and I got stuff to do at home, so I'm not mad. I got plenty of stuff to do. But I just wanted to talk with you all a little bit about an interesting concept. And I mean, y'all have heard about this thousands of times online, on the internet. I want to give some clarification though. Hello. Hey, let me know your first name and where you're coming to me from. That's always helpful. I'm trying to get to know some of my followers by first name. And some of your Instagram handles may not have your name in it. And I'm just trying to get to know first name and where people are coming to me from. So first name, where people are coming to me from. Okay. That will be helpful. But I just wanted to share a little bit about this concept of the single. Thank you, Danica. The single until married, right? Thank you, Milagros. Is it Milagros Millie? All right. Thank you. Hello. So this concept of single until married, because a lot of people are confused about this. They're confused in the sense of, okay, but there's got to be, a title between single, no guy and married husband. Right? What's the title in between, Anita? And I'm like, okay, if you need to have one, I believe the title in between is fiance. I believe fiance is the title in between, if you need to have one. Here's what I don't need anymore. So I'm totally single and I am available. I am open and available for courtship. I am open and available for men who want to get to know me with the intention of one day marrying. Like, I'm very clear about that. Crystal clear. Let me know where you're coming to me from and your first name, if you would, please, if you wouldn't mind sharing. That's what I am open and available for. So let's say I have 2 or 3 gentlemen that have made it known that, I'd like to get to know you better. I'd like to talk with you on the phone. I'd like for us to text. I'd like to FaceTime you. I'd like for us to go on dates, or I'd like to come and visit you in your city. And I say, okay, well, let's start this whole thing by just talking on the phone. Let's talk on the phone. Let's get some basic particulars out of the way so I can see if it's even worth you coming here to my city, because there might be some things I find out over the phone where there's no need for you to come here. So that's how that dance begins. And initially, I will do that with more than one man. I will talk on the phone. We will FaceTime. We will text. If they're in my city, we will go out and do things. Sometimes we go out and do things in a group. Like I'll say, I have a group of folks like going bowling on Sunday. You're welcome to meet us there, and he will meet us there. Like, that's how that little dance goes, okay? And we get to know each other. So at that point, there is no title. Like, I'm a person, he's a person, and we're developing a kind of a getting to know you. Like, that's what we're doing. And then let's say that goes on. Thank you, Marilyn from Los Angeles. Let's say that goes on for a few months. And that goes on for a few months with 3 or 4 men who are interested. Right? And I'm just talking on the phone, texting, doing things with them. That goes on for about 3 or 4 months. After that point in time, 1 or 2 of those men may say to me, well, are you like seeing other people? Are you dating? You're like, what's going on? And I will say, well, yes, I am. No one as of yet has asked me to be exclusive. And then I pause. And then I wait to see what his response is to that. So no one has asked me to be exclusive. But sure, there are gentlemen that, I talk on the phone with. We text, we FaceTime. Sometimes we go out and do things together. Like, I'm 100% honest, 100% transparent. That man then has the option to say, okay, well, I feel like you and I are really getting along well. There seems to be a connection here. We seem to like each other. I was like, yeah. We sure do. I like you a lot. I pause. Okay. Because again, that is a dance that he must begin, right? He must have that conversation with me. Like, well, how do you feel about just dating me? How do you feel about just seeing me, just getting to know me? So when that conversation begins, then I say, this is my response. Well, if I were to just see you, where would we be going? What is the intention behind just seeing you? Like, what's our ultimate goal? So see, then I clarify, why would I do that? What would be the ultimate goal of just seeing you? I just want clarification. And that's when the rubber hits the road. Okay, well, I know you said you want to get married again one day. And so, yes, it would be with the intention of seeing if, we would be a good fit for marriage. But a man has to say that. It is not to be a girlfriend, because I'm too old to be a girl and I don't want to just be friends. So I don't believe in the girlfriend title. Like, I don't. And this is something that I most recently came to after 2 years on dating apps, after 53 dates. I recently came to the whole idea of I will never be a girlfriend again. Like, that will never happen. I will go from being a single woman who is getting to know men in my city and beyond. I will then go to someone who is being courted for marriage or seeing if we are a possible fit. And I will go from that to engaged and then that to married. Like, that's it. Okay. So up until engagement, I don't need a title other than I am being courted for possible marriage. I don't need a title because, yes, I'm still legally single. Engagement in my mind means I am betrothed, right? I know that's an old school, old-fashioned word, but I am betrothed when I am engaged, and when I'm married, I'm legally married. So I don't need a title for this period in here. I don't. I am getting to know this gentleman. This gentleman's getting to know me. We're in a possible courtship for marriage. That's what we are. So if anyone ever asks, that's what I would say. All right, I got a question. What if you have kids together? Am I still single until he puts a ring on it? Because it seems like he doesn't understand boundaries. Yes, you are. You are. Your children are titled. They're your children. You all have children together. And again, you can say that's your boyfriend. He can say you're his girlfriend. But okay, like I don't do that. I'm too old to be a girlfriend. Like, you are either interested in me for the possibility of marriage one day, or you're not. Or we're genuinely friends, right? I have men that I am genuinely friends with. Nothing's going on. Like, we hang out, we do stuff together, but we're genuinely friends. There's nothing fun, nothing going on. So, sure, we could be friends. We could be friends, but if the interest is romantic, if a man gives me that impression that the interest is romantic or sexual, I'm like, either we're getting to know each other with the purpose of getting married, or, you can step aside. Like, I'm not going to be a girlfriend. I'm not going to move in with you. I'm not going to be a free wife. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that. And actually, I think that's why we're in the predicament right now that we're in. So many women are free wives. You are a free wife to a man. And the truth of the matter is, he has gotten the absolute best out of you. And what women don't understand is the end goal for a man is sex. The end goal for a woman is marriage. So once you give a man sex and you all aren't married, he's done. He's done. He's like, I'm good. We straight. And for some reason, women can't seem to understand this. They're just like, yeah, I just don't get it. I just don't understand why, we've been doing this for 9 years. Yeah, and you're going to do it for 9 more. Because in his mind, like, I'm at the end. I've gotten everything I want. Y'all, I got to cancel this appointment real quick. Sorry. I've gotten everything I want and I'm good. So, and I can stay here until the woman of my dreams comes along. I can stay right here. Like, I'm good. I'm getting sex from you. I'm getting love and support. I'm getting cooking and cleaning and taking care of my kids, and you paying half the bills. Oh my God. I can't even think of a better deal. I really cannot, y'all. I can't think of a better deal than that one right there. So I don't know. I don't know how people do it. I really don't. But no, we've got to have standards again. We've got to have boundaries. And when you don't, people run all over your property. When you don't have a fence up, people are all over your property. Like, the dog be peeing on your property. People be running all over your property. Yes, you're a free wife. Yeah, you're a free wife. So why would he pay for a wife when he's got one for free? And can I be honest with you all? Getting married is it's the ultimate commitment, right? I'm buying, not renting. I'm buying this home. And as a homeowner, I'm living in the 5th home that I've owned. It's no joke. Like, I got stuff to do to my house right now. I need a new roof. What's the other thing? The garbage disposal been acting up. I just had some light fixtures put in. I just had some ceiling fans put in. Then I need to get to the little gutter thing out back. Oh Lord, that little gutter thing need to be replaced. But this is mine. This is my property. It's my responsibility. And a man knows this. He knows that marriage is the ultimate commitment. It makes him responsible. But men who don't want to be responsible, they want to rent. They want to rent. They want to rent a place. They want to live in there for however long they want to live in there. They want to tear it up or do whatever. Oh, this ain't my place. Oh, and let the landlord fix it. No. Do you believe in the trend of going through a whole phase, fun phase from 20 to 30? Absolutely not. It's a waste of 10 years. You just wasted 10 years. And let's go here. Not only did you waste those 10 physical years doing that, the bad habits that you learned, they're going to take you 5 more years to unlearn them. So no, it's a stupid idea. It's the stupidest thing I ever heard of. And you all already know how I feel about this whole idea of in your 20s, you're so young. No, you're not. People can go off to war at 18 years old in Afghanistan and die. So you getting married at 22 is not that young. Grow up. Okay? Get your education. And when you're done with that, grow up. Grow up. Let's stop this idea that if I'm 27, 28, 29, oh, I'm still so young. No, you're not. No, you're not. Okay? You're immature, but you're not that young. Okay? You're not that young. So, no. Because all you're doing is getting a bunch of bad habits. Guess what happened during the whole phase? The whole phase, you getting pregnant, you getting an abortion, you catching an STD, you getting your little feelings hurt. You getting all these soul ties. Like, you putting yourself through the ringer. For what? For what? For what? like, why? No. Yeah. She said, now I'm buying a house. I need to put my foot down. You do. Oh, yeah, I know that's right. Ooh, you know that song? Ain't nothing going on but the rent. She said, you got to have a J-O-B if you want to be with me. No romance without finance. I know that's right, y'all. Now, see, that's from my generation. That song from my generation right there. See, that's why I'm wired the way I'm wired. See, that's the music I was listening to. That's why we was like, you got to have a J-O-B if you want to be with me. Like, because ain't nothing going on but the rent. Okay. See, that's why I think the way I think. I'm not out here giving away myself for free. Ain't nothing for free, bruh. I had on my shirt yesterday. There is no free sex. There is no free sex. Sex is not free. Okay? And we need to go back to that. We need to go back to a time when sex was not free. Sex costs, right? It's going to cost time. It's going to cost your heart. It's going to cost, your effort and your energy. Is going to cost something. But I've wasted 8, it feels like. I really, really needed to hear this. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Don't give yourself away. Don't give yourself away. You are so much more. You're so worthy. You're worthy of a buyer, right? And that's why, when I'm getting ready to sell a home, I get it gussied up. I get it ready to sell. And look, right now, it's a seller's market. It's a seller's market. There are not enough homes for people that want to buy homes. So believe it. And for the record, in my mind, it's always a seller's market. It's always a seller's market for me. There are always men out there available to me that want what I'm selling. Always. And I'm not talking about sex. Y'all already know. I'm not a man's attention don't mean a thing to me. That don't mean nothing to me. There are men in my messenger, in my DM, calling, texting, giving eyes at the grocery store. I had a man yesterday giving eyes at physical therapy. That don't mean nothing to me, bro. What are you doing? What are you doing that's real? What are you doing that's long lasting? Your little flirtatious eyes don't mean a thing to me. Thank you. Like I can appreciate a man that finds me, pleasant and nice to look at. But that's also called so. Like young girls believe that attention means something. Women my age, we know better. That don't mean nothing. Like, okay, thank you. See? But until it becomes real, until a man steps up in a real way, we're like, I don't take that to mean anything. I was in a relationship at 18 and married at 24. My foundation's solid. That's the age to get life together so it can be on autopilot. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's rare that I hear stories like that, but I love them. I love them because that's someone who's living life intentionally. That's someone who gets it. That doesn't need to spend 10 or 15 years hoeing around. Like what? Tell me what the point is. Like, can somebody on this live, like seriously, somebody on this live explain to me what the point is of a hoe phase? What's the point by hoeing? Tell me what you get out of it. Like, what do you really get out of it? And what do you think you gain, right? How does that help you to get the life you want? How does that help you reach the goals you have? Like, please, I'm being genuinely honest here. Somebody explain that to me. I know that's right. She said, I don't care how much you like me. Run me your money, bring the ring, assets, and how you can make my life better. I know that's right. But yeah, I want somebody to explain to me, how does the whole phase like help me get to my goals? How does the whole phase help me to become a better person? How does the whole phase, is it fun? Y'all keep saying how fun it is. Is it fun? Like, is it fun to have a man that you barely know run up in you? I don't think that's fun. Like, I wouldn't think that was fun. I just don't. Like, I'm healthy and whole. I'm not traumatized, right? I'm healthy and whole. And healthy, whole women who had daddies, like I had a daddy, I had an alpha daddy, right? I'm healthy, I'm whole, I'm not traumatized, I've done my work. I feel good about myself. I love myself. Like, I don't let people inside of me just like that. I don't let people run up in me. So I'm trying to figure out what the fun of it is. Like, why is it fun? Ooh. Okay. She said, y'all can't be broke hoe phasing. Yeah, I can't. I just can't. I'm trying to understand what the fun of it is. But everybody keeps, it's so fun. And it's just, and then another person told me once, well, that's how I'm going to figure out what I like. That's how I'm going to figure out, what I like, what I want. No, you don't have to sleep with a single man to figure out what you like. I've been on 53 dates and haven't slept with nail one of them. And trust, when them 2 years was up, I had a pretty good, I want, I don't want, and I need. I had all 3 of those lists filled out. I had a pretty good idea. So, and I didn't have to open my legs, not at one time. But I got to interact with a bunch of different men. I got to talk with them, get to know them. Some of those men became really good friends of mine. And, there's still to this day great qualities about them. It's just there were compatibility issues or there were other things that wouldn't have made us a good long-term fit romantically. We're a better fit as friends, but not romantically. So, yeah, I just don't get it. What is the whole phase about? All right, I got to look at this. Just asking because I notice a big difference in my generation and my granny's generation. Yeah, for sure. I'm a young man, but like listening to your channel to understand women better and become a dope husband one day. Yes! I love it. Yes, please do. Please do. And here's the thing. Don't follow the crowd. That's the best advice I could give today. Don't do what everybody else is doing. If you want to have a super fabulous life, if you want to be happier than you've ever been, do the exact opposite of what most people are doing. Okay? That's it. That's the advice. Whatever your friends are talking about, do the opposite of that. Do the opposite of that. Yeah, man, we got to be out in these streets. Nah, I'm going to be at home reading and trying to figure out how to invest this money. Like, do the opposite of what they doing. We trying drugs. We drinking. No, man, I'm going to stay sober. I'm going to keep my mind clear. Do the exact opposite of what they're doing. Women can court too, not whole phase, but dating 5 men who can all contribute money, vacation, college fund to see which one wants to be your husband. Hey, I do believe in rotational dating. Again, that's how I've always done it. May the best man win. And I like having get to know you options. Because again, I'm not sleeping with any of these men. I'm not sexual. I'm not kissing. I'm not doing anything with any of these men other than just getting to know them. I am going out. We're doing things together. We're talking on the phone and I am just getting to know them. And here's the thing you all don't understand. And I've had so many female clients tell me this. So I have one female client right now and she has a horrible habit. And I called it out. I said, that's a horrible habit. She has this thing where she will have sex with a man. She'll call herself waiting 30 days. She thinks 30 days is plenty of time to wait before having sex. I think that's a really dumb idea. But anyway, I said, no, that's a really dumb idea. So she will wait 30 days. She'll have sex with a man. About 2 to 3 months in, he will say or do something completely ridiculous. He'll say or do something egregious. She'll find out something about him and it's over. She has done that 9 times. 9 times. She has 9 bodies. Because she couldn't keep her legs closed long enough to figure out that there's a problem with these men. 9 bodies. And I'm like, stop doing that. Like, stop doing that. To me, that's still cheap sex. She's like, well, I'm not sleeping with him on the 3rd date. I'm not sleeping with him on the 1st night. A month? That's still not that long. Like, it takes me that long to run a man's background check. Like the first week, I get the initial background check. Then I have to run it through all the court systems. Then I have to run it through the little pedophile registry. Like it takes a good 30 days to even get his background check. And then the background check isn't enough. Now I just got to spend time with you. I just have to see if we're compatible with each other. I just have to see if you believe in Jesus. I just have to see if if you serious about Jesus. Like, I need to see in real time who you really are. And to me, that's just not enough time. But see, now she's got these 9 bodies. She's got these 9 men that she done slept with that ain't her husband, ain't her man no more. It's like, stop doing that. You putting wear and tear on your body for what? No. Let's please stop that. We got to stop that. Okay? She says, as long as there is honesty. No, I'm transparent. Everybody know that. I tell these men, they all know what time it is. Anita is getting to know people. Like, Anita has male friends, female friends. Anita's going out with people. Anita's doing things Anita is getting to know people. Anita is open and receptive to meeting a man that could be her husband. They know what time it is. I don't lie to anybody. I ain't never scared. If I like a man and he's like, well, am I the only guy you're seeing? We're not exclusive. Like, I'll tell you that with the quickness. We're not exclusive. Like, no man has asked me to be exclusive. So why would I be exclusively dating you? That's not a conversation that we've had. Yes, I have been married before. I was married before. I was a stay-at-home mother and wife to a prominent doctor. And I did that for 12 years. I am divorced now, and I am in the market for my next and last husband. Okay, so yes, I am in the market for my next and last husband. And I have been super careful, very careful over these years, because I don't want to get another divorce. So I have got to do my due diligence. One thing I can say about my first marriage is I did not vet my ex-husband properly. Like, I own that. I did not do my homework. I did not do my due diligence. My clock was ticking, and we lived in close proximity to each other. We met through like a group chat, and we lived in close proximity to each other. And the truth of the matter is, we were both kind of at the same place in our life, ready to settle down, ready to get married. Like, that was the major thing. But as time went on and I really got to know him better, I was like, ooh, we're probably not a good fit. This might not be the best fit. But by then, we were married. I was pregnant, and life just went on. But yes, I did eventually realize, you know what, this person is not a good fit for me. We're not compatible with each other. So I have to take the blame for that. I did not do my homework. That's why I'm so adamant now about women doing their homework. Do your due diligence. Don't sleep with that man. Don't move in with that man. Don't marry that man until you do your due diligence. 12 seasons need to go by. 12 months, 4 seasons, 12 months need to go by. My ex-husband and I, we met in January. We were engaged in May. That was a big no-no. But again, we were meeting at almost like the perfect time. It was so crazy because he had dated people, I had dated people, and we just neither one of us were ready. And then we meet each other and we were ready. And so that was the major marker. Are you ready to marry? I'm ready to marry. Let's get married. Like that was it. And I did not do my due diligence. I did not do my homework. I did not find out everything I needed to know about him. And, we got married. We had 3 children together. I was a stay-at-home wife and mother. I am hypergamous by nature. I've always told people that. I've never been ashamed about that. I am hypergamous by nature. And so there have been men out there who want to try to shame me for saying, yes, I do need a man to make, to out-income me. I do need that. That's something that is very appealing to me. That's something that just helps me to be respectful and wonderful. That is my preference, is a man who is doing better than me. That will always be my preference. I will always look up to a man who's smarter than me, kinder than me, just doing better than me. Like, I will always, always reach for that. And some men will try to shame you for that. They'll try to make you feel bad for wanting that, but I don't. You can't shame me for that. So no, I want you to vet anyone I date. You are thorough. I am married, so I do not need this service right now. Yeah, I'm and I have clients right now. One client in particular, she met a man it's been about 2 months now, and I'm showing her the process of how to vet a man. I'm giving her all the questions. We're going through the timeline on when she's going to meet his friends, when she's going to meet his family. I am very thorough, if nothing else. And I have some tests. That I have her, kind of run through. The one test you need to know, ladies and gentlemen, this is for the gentlemen too, is tell a person no. If you want to see who a person really is, tell them no. Tell them no about something. Tell them that you can't do something that they asked you to do. Tell them that you can't show up for a date or you're running late, whatever. Tell them no to sex. Tell them no to something. And see how they respond to your no. And that is who you got. That's the real person. Tell them no. And I tell men this too. If a man is dating a woman and she says, oh, I want you to pay this bill, and I want you to say, oh, I'm not going to be able to do that. And then just wait. Okay? Just wait. Wait, and you're going to see who you got. Okay? So that's the greatest test of all, to see who the person really is. Tell them no. Let them not get something that they wanted and see how they deal with it. Okay? It hit different when you are aligned in the same purpose, but you got the experience. Yeah, for sure. Yep. She said, I want my own assets and you have to bring your offering. Yep. Yep. So, But yes, we are single until married. And this is a highly evolved concept. Not everybody can do this. And do you know why? Not everyone can do this is because not everyone has the confidence to do this. That's what I'm finding. There are women that I'm working with and they're beautiful. They are amazing. They are talented. They are smart. They have amazing figures. Like, they're amazing. But the thing that they are lacking that we're working on is the confidence. Confidence is everything. The confidence to confidently say, well, yes, of course I'm getting to know other men. No one's asked me to be exclusive. Like, when I say that, women are like, oh my God, I can't believe you just said that. Yes. Yes, I did. And if that man walks off, like if he doesn't want anything to do with me, okay. Like, last I checked, he wasn't the only man on the roster. Okay. Like, honestly, that's how I really feel. No one has asked me to be exclusive. So I am out here getting to know people, going out on dates, talking on the phone, texting, and nothing physical is happening. No kissing, no nothing, However, I am keeping my options open because I want to be a wife again one day. That's my ultimate goal. And so until that happens, until my husband comes along and puts that ring on my finger, I am going to be open and receptive to all suitors. And that's what I tell men. That's what I tell men every single time. And so you need the confidence to do that. Just like you need the confidence to date a man. And let's say he says, well, I want to get to know you exclusively. I want to see if we would be a good fit for each other. Okay, great. But you let him know from that moment until engagement, you are single. Like, you're not going to take the title of girlfriend, right? And I have let men know, like, I don't do girlfriend. And they're like, well, what does that mean? I mean, we have to be something in the interim. No, we don't. We have to be courting each other. We have to be assessing each other for marriage. I don't need that to have a title. Like, you and I know that's what's happening. We are assessing each other for marriage. But I am not your girlfriend, right? I am not a girlfriend. I am someone that you are assessing for marriage. Once you have made that assessment and you determine that you want to propose, then I'm your fiance. And that's what you introduce me as. This is my fiance. See? That's how that works. But no, I don't have years and years to give you under the title of girlfriend. And see, men don't like this. Men don't like this because they know the title buys them time. And I'm straight up telling them, oh, I don't need the title. And at first, this is the truth, y'all. At first, they're like, what? Oh, okay. Because see, what they don't realize is I'm single. That's why I don't need the title. Because I'm single. Like, if this courtship go on too long, then I'll pull the plug. Because it don't take all day. It don't take all day and tomorrow and into the weekend for you to figure out if I'm the person you want to be with. I'll pull the plug quick, with the quickness. And because I never changed that relationship status on my Facebook page, I'm good. I'm good. The same people that was falling into Messenger before will fall right back in there again. Because my relationship status does not change until I'm married. So initially, they think it's all fun and games. Oh, you don't need a title. Okay. Because they're like, oh yeah, I'm about to get me something for free. No, you're not. We're going to do what people do that are getting to know each other, that are assessing each other for marriage. And if that process takes too long, I'm going to disconnect. Like, I'm going to disengage. Like, ooh, this is really taking far longer than I thought it would, and I'm going to have that conversation. But this is taking far longer than I believe this process should take. So perhaps we're not a good fit for each other, or you're not ready, or you're not intentional, or whatever that is. And that's okay. But I'm going to open my dance card back up. I'm going to open my calendar back up to allow other people. See? Yes, I've had that conversation twice. This is taking too long. Nobody's going to stay in this little space right here that I'm trying to assess for marriage for 4 years or 2 years. That is not going to happen. You got about 12 months. Again, you got about 12 months. So we can stay in this space for 12 months. We can feel a way about each other. We can give each other the googly eyes and, oh, there's just something so great about you. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. Oh, you're an amazing woman. But you got 12 months of that. And then you're going to get a conversation. So I don't think we're on the same page. I don't think we want to go to the same place. And so, I wish you the best. I wish you the best. I've really enjoyed getting to know you over these 12 months. However, we just don't want the same thing. And then I just disconnect. I unhook, right? Now, here's the bad news. And this is what most men don't like. Okay? Most men don't like this about me. So the bad news is if you could not follow through, there is nothing. Right? So they think they're going to go from, okay, someone that, I was possibly thinking about assessing this person for marriage to friend. Oh, well, maybe I can downshift to friend. No, you become nothing. You become nothing. So just like Beyonce says, since I'm not your everything, how about I be nothing? I take that line seriously, right? Since I'm not your everything, how about I'll be nothing? Nothing at all to you. See, that's what we become. So men feel a way about that. I still have men contacting me like, wow, Anita, this is what you're doing. We can't even be cool. We can't. No, I was about to give you the highest honor in the land. And you want me to be downgraded? I don't work that way. No, I'm good. And again, no hate, no bad feelings, no harboring ill feelings at all. But no, I have to leave that space for my husband. So, yeah, that's what it is. But no, please don't get caught up in the hope phase. Don't get caught up in that. That is some crazy, nonsensical, it's like feminism, right? It's like feminism. It is a trick. It's a trap to get you to think something is going to be so great, and it's not. It's not. And when it's all over with, you're going to see how bad an idea it was. Don't fall for that trick. Don't do it. Do not fall for that trick. But yes, I do believe at a certain age, you are single until married. And I'm going to go out on a limb and say that I believe that age should start from when you're 30, right? If it's your intention to get married one day, I think at around 30. You might be able to get away with the boyfriend-girlfriend thing in your 20s, but once you turn 30, you don't have time for that foolishness. You are getting to know someone for marriage. That's it. I'm not a girlfriend, but we are in a courting phase. We're in a courting stage where we're getting to know someone. And no, I'm not a girlfriend. I don't do the title. However, I will exclusively... See, if a man said, well, I want to see you exclusively. I want to get to know you for marriage, but I just want it to be you and I. I'm willing to do that. I'm willing to do that exclusively, but I'm not going to call it girlfriend, boyfriend. I'm going to say this person is assessing me for marriage and we're doing that exclusively. That's it. I don't need a title because like I said, ladies, a lot of men use that title to buy time and y'all fall for it. Oh, girl, I'm his girlfriend. I'm his lady. I'm wifey. Oh, please. That's the oldest trick in the book. Oldest trick in the book. And y'all fall for it. No, thank you. I'm good. I am good. Because if ever I want to pull that ripcord, if this thing is taking too long, I'm good. I'm good. I put myself right back out there. I make myself available. And that's what it is. So it takes a woman with high confidence to pull that off. It really does. Because sad but true, a lot of ladies, you all get to know a man, you date for a period of time, and you grow attached. You grow attached to him. Or how about this? You may not even be attached to him, but you're attached to the dream. You're attached to the dream or the fantasy of him or the fantasy of you all's life together. And then if that don't pan out, you can't let it go. So, nope. I keep a clear head. I keep my heart out of it. I make sure I assess this person. I follow that man's lead. That's another thing. Follow the man's lead. Whatever he's doing, you do. And I don't mean by the cheating and all that foolishness. No, we don't ever drop down into the gutter. If a man drops down into the gutter, leave him alone. Okay? We don't follow his lead straight to hell. Like, we don't do that. We follow his lead in terms of energy, right? He call, you call. He text, you text. He plan a date, or you be ready for that date, right? He do this, he do, it's that energy, right? He has a energy that says, yeah, I want to see you. Yeah, I want us to do things together. Great. You match that energy. But if he got a fall off energy, you match that energy. If he don't call as much, you match that energy. If he don't text it, you match that energy. You just match whatever he's doing. And here's the thing that's real funny about that. He's going to notice. He's going to say, hey, you're not calling as much. You're not texting as much. You don't seem as excited to see me. Really? Because I just found myself kind of, doing whatever you were doing. Like, in my mind, you're the leader. Like, monkey see, monkey do. That's what you say. Okay? But he going to notice. He going to notice. Okay, well, why she ain't? Because I thought that's what we were doing. Like, you're the leader. And I'm following you. So I'm going to match that energy. And then he's going to say something stupid like, oh, so if I go out here and cheat, you going to do that too? No, because I'm not a lowlife. Like, I don't match lowlife energy. I don't match gutter energy. But anything else, if that's what you're doing, that's what I'm doing. See? But you got to learn how to do that dance. Let him lead and you follow. And if he seems excited, like I had a gentleman call yesterday. He seemed excited to talk. I talked. We had a nice conversation. He's like, oh, can I call you later? I said, well, I might be going to bed early tonight, but, I'm definitely going to, catch you tomorrow because I know we both have lighter days on Friday, so we can talk tomorrow. Okay, great. See? I matched the energy. That's what I want y'all to do. But if that energy is half-hearted, lackluster, then that's what I want you to give back. Half-hearted, lackluster energy. And when he got the audacity to notice, I want you to say, oh, I'm only doing what you showing me. I'm only following your lead. Right? And then let him answer that. But, nope. But keep your body count low, ladies. That's not for the men. That's for you. That's for you. Stop letting these men, your body is precious. Stop letting these men enter you and let whatever they got inside of them enter you. Like, stop that. You got to think more of yourself. You have to think more of your body, mind, soul, and spirit. Sex is precious. It is an act of creation. It is nothing to play around with. There's nothing casual about sex. And you need to find other ways to handle your needs. Because women are, I got needs. Okay, find another way. Find another way to handle the needs you have that don't involve sleeping with a man you don't know. Because a lot of us, I found out he was married. I found out he had a felony. I found out he had all these restraining orders. Why you got to find that out after you done slept with the man? Like, do your homework. Do your homework. And find this stuff out before you lay down with him. And you done took all them spirits inside of you. No. Okay, so we're single until married. If you coming in on the end of this live, because I'm getting ready to head home and put some YouTube videos up. Oh, the YouTube channel. Y'all, head over to the YouTube channel. Subscribe to the channel. I'm this close to being monetized. I'm going to check it out tonight. I'm this close, y'all. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Head on over there. 215 videos up. And just go through them. There's a couple of courses over there that I put on YouTube for free. Go over there and check it out. Thank you so much, ladies, for joining me this evening. Have a wonderful evening. And as always, stay open to love.